Hey there guys, Volcarona Gamer here, and today I have a interesting kind of battle I had with my friend here. So, in this battle we had a special rule where we were allowed to use where we were allowed to use one Uber's legendary. In this case, mine is Ho-Oh and his is DIALGA. And well, first off, in case you guys can't tell, I have a clear advantage because DIALGA can't really do much to Ho, especially since I don't think he had Thunder on it. In fact, I possibly didn't. And I could Skarmory hard walls a large portion of his team, that being Lycanroc, his Dhelmise, his Salamence, and Mimikyu depending. If it has a Swords Dance or two up, yeah, that's the only thing I might turn him around. If my Skarmory is gone and he gets up some Swords Dances with his Mimikyu, he could possibly sweep me, because otherwise everything else is going to die. He outspeeds my Ho since I'm not max speed, and as well as my Scizor. Hydreigon outspeeds it, but it's not going to kill in one hit. But yeah. Anyway, onto the battle. So here we go. Alright, so battle begins. And as I predicted, he leads with his Lycanroc to probably get a Rock. So, and I lead with my Specs Hydreigon. So he sets up Stealth Rocks. And I knew he wasn't going to attack, so I went for U-turn. And even though I'm timid, it's gonna do a bit of damage and it's gonna let me pivot out. And I go into my Scizor. Now, this is a bulky Mega Scizor, but instead of Swords Dance, it is Defog, so I can kill this Lycanroc, and since he doesn't have anything really to except his DIALGA to threaten my Mega Scizor, so I can freely defog after killing this Lycanroc with a Bullet Punch. Pretty sure he was gonna taunt me just in case he didn't, so I just Bullet Punched. So now fittingly, he sends out his DIALGA right now, because that's the only thing he can do to really do a lot of damage to my Mega Scizor. And he outspeeds me, so he goes for Earth Power. And it does a decent amount, but I take it decently. And this gives me an opportunity to defog those rocks. So now those rocks are gone. So my Ho is going to have a much easier time going around and pivoting around, even though it doesn't have a U-turn. Anyway, I go for Roost, because I knew he was just going to keep attacking, probably hoping for like a special defense drop or something, especially since he's faster. So now I know he's going to just keep spamming Earth Power until he gets that, so here's a good time to switch into my Ho-Oh. And I was right, he did go for Earth Power. And I do believe he swapped here. And this was a misplay on his part, because I predicted this, and I go for Thunder Wave. Which is perfect, because now this Greninja is crippled, and he has no Cleric. But I have to switch out regardless, because I don't want to take Scald or Hydro Pump or Surf. I don't know what he has. And turns out he has Scald. So he attacks my Chansey, but doesn't do that much. In fact, it does nothing. And he's not Life Orb, so he might be Expert Belt. I don't actually know. You can see at the end of this battle. Anyway, I went for Toxic. I'm not sure why. I think I was predicting a switch. I think. River burns my safe switch in, and he sort of predicts this. Well, not really. That was the safe play to go for it. I don't think I actually have to go for Recover during this entire battle. Just like Regenerator kept me going, especially since I'm taking nothing from this DIALGA's attack. So here comes this Greninja again, because it's the only thing that can threaten me. I go for Sacred Fire, and it does a good amount of damage. And I do believe these leftovers bring me up to full. Yeah, they do. But I still don't want to risk it. Although I actually think I was faster than this Greninja after it got paralyzed. I could have Brave Bird and killed it, but I guess I didn't want... Oh, and he got paralyzed. I didn't want Brave Bird recoil. Even though I probably would have gained always regenerator, so not sure why I did that. So he goes for Scald, hoping for a burn. Might as well like try Ice Beam for free attacks. I mean, Hail here is known for his Luck of the Irish. Now he switches out his Greninja into DIALGA, and I don't think I went for Toxic this time. Oh, I went for Soft Boils. Yeah, that's me. Sorry if you think I'm cheap because I'm using all these like tanky mons, but that's kind of my style. I'm more of a defensive playstyle. It's also kind of directing towards my team right now. And I make a good switch into Magearna. And yes, he has Earth Power, but I am Assault Vest. So this is only going to be like a 3 KO. And I get a huge chunk, and he wasn't expecting me to be Assault Vest, so I do massive damage, over half. And I think this thing was like max HP and special attack Sugar Berry, like the offensive one. So, but I switch. I went into Hydreigon because I have Levitate. I'm not sure why I did that. But I can't stay in because Ice Beam. So, back into Chansey. And exactly right. He went for Ice Beam. I could have actually went into Ho there, but whatever. And actually does a bit, well, does a bit more than Scald would. And he gets paralyzed. And I can KO this Greninja with Seismic Toss. And it's down. So now I believe, yeah, there's the Dhelmise. His second thing I can threaten my Chansey. So I switch up Chansey. Now, by this point, everything but his DIALGA is a physical attacker. So Skarmory is going to be very important. He gets a crit with Shadow Club, but it doesn't matter. I can wear him down with Rocky Helmet. And he knows this, so he's gonna switch into DIALGA. And I... what did I do here? I think I went for Roost. I could have also set up Stealth Rocks, which would have been helpful, especially because he has a Salamence. In fact, I really should have done that. But I can't stand. This thing is super powerful. So here's where I think he gets... well, no, not yet. He still goes for the safe. I knew he was going to go for Aura Sphere. It does nothing. I'm the tank set, this one, except with leftovers instead of Life Orb, with almost max HP with a bit of special defense investment, and the rest into attack. And then, well, and then the very, very last into speed to outspeed certain things. So he intimidates me, and I go for Sacred Fire, and I don't get the burn. That kind of sucks. And, well, even with my HP investment, I don't want to stay on in this Salamence. It's Dragon Claw, I can do a lot. I can also set up Dragon Dance, and I can paralyze it. And he kind of misplayed. He could have Dragon Danced, or gone for some form of coverage. Oh, he's Life Orb, not Supersonic Sky Strike. And Crunch is his only move to hit Skarmory. He doesn't have Roost or anything like that. Or he's not Mix Immense either, I don't think. So I roar him out. I thought he was gonna like Dragon Dance or something. You know, I could have maybe set up rocks there. But oh well. So here's this DIALGA. So I can switch up my Skarmory. Now here's where, yeah, he starts getting smart and he goes for Dragon Pulse. But it still doesn't do that much because Ho is a special tank. Not a wall, a tank, because this thing is also no slouch offensively. And Caleb knows this, so he switches out DIALGA. And goes into his Salamence. believe as a sack at this point, although I think... No, I go for the higher base power move. I go for Brave Bird. And I think this KOs his Salamence. Salamence is down. And I don't think I've lost a single Pokemon yet. So Ho is just like running the show, and but this is the thing that can win him the battle, basically. And he goes for Sword Dance, and I have to pray that Sacred Fire burns. And of course hits. But I was mainly just trying to break his disguise. I could have also Thunder Waved. Now this isn't good. He has +2, and Shadow Claw will destroy me. So I try and be sneaky here. And I go into Hydreigon predicting Shadow Claw. But Caleb reads this switch and goes for Play Rough. And it destroys my Hydreigon. It just nukes it with a crit that doesn't matter. So I just lost my Hydreigon for no reason. I could have like done massive damage with a Dark Pulse. But this does give me a free switch into my Skarmory, which I do believe can take one Shadow Claw. And I do believe I went for Roost now. Although he's taking a lot of damage from Life Orb and Rocky Helmet. I go for Roost. I need to stay healthy or else this Mimikyu is going to destroy me. So he goes for another Shadow Claw, hoping for the crit, because a crit will destroy me at this point. Yeah, Skarmory might be a great physical wall, but it can be overpowered by strong hits. From boosted hits before Roars. I think this is where I... Yeah, he goes for another Swords Dance. And I go for Roost, so... Well, actually, this wouldn't have actually... Even if he did attack here, I still had Sturdy, but he goes for another Swords Dance. He gets greedy, predicting Roost, and I roar. So now this massive threat is phased out. This is great, because I was almost gonna lose if I made a misplay. Like that could have went really bad, but. Like, I'm have control of the game again. He predicts my Switch and Dragon Pulses, but it's not going to do anything. Oh, it's too much of a special tank. Now I'm basically running the show. He had the disadvantage by team preview, and I knew it at the beginning of this battle. So he goes into his Mimikyu, and he's just sacking it at this point. And that thing's gone. And at this point, I think he only has 2 more Pokemon. His Legendary and his Dhelmise, which I did damage calc even at full Sacred Fire one-shots. If it didn't one-shot, I might have been in trouble. But it does, even with not max attack, and I'm not max attack. And this battle is pretty much over. I can take many hits from that DIALGA, and I didn't even have to go for recover, but I could have if I needed to. And here's DIALGA. So, strongest move to go on it is Sacred Fire, and that's exactly what I do. But it doesn't kill, but I get a burn, so this match is mine. So, good game to my friend here. He's gonna go for one last attack, but even a crit wouldn't have killed me, I don't think. So it wouldn't have mattered. And Burn's going to claim this DIALGA. And it's down. And the match is mine. So, to give him credit, he played pretty nicely. But I simply had the advantage. If he had some more bulky mons, he might have won. He might have won or put like a really good fight. But also the main problem was his Pokemon that was supposed to be overpowered was completely walled by mine. Now, as for that battle, that really close battle, which was the last battle I actually posted, that was where things were more even, but this one, not so much. That was also one of our kind of legendary battles, as I call them. I'll probably post the other one that we did soon, because there was one more and it was also pretty good. I think it was closer than this one. So yeah, so good game to him, and I'll post for you guys soon. See ya.